Intervention.
Look, you all called us in the middle. I'm having a doctor's appointment right now.
That's right.
At this moment, because she's trying to help me out. Look, I gotta do better.
I might have to make a house call.
Yeah, Doc, it's not. Woo. Hey there, everybody. It's Friday. That means the weekend. It means I'm going to get rest, right?
TGIF.
We're all going to get some rest. Robot's not with us today. She is taking some much-deserved time off, the day off. But Dr. Ashton, of course, here with us as always.
Thanks,
you good on this Friday?
I am excited that it's Friday.
There it is. All right, folks. As always, we're going to walk you through all the developments and the latest, of course. Is what we're still in the middle of, this pandemic. And here are the numbers from Johns Hopkins University. Now 113 million confirmed cases of coronavirus worldwide. Death toll in this country alone now surpassing 508,000. Encouraging numbers from the CDC. Now more than 68.2 million doses of the vaccine administered. Doc, we could always say we wish it could have been better rollout, faster rollout, but that is positive that more people are getting those shots in the arms. But now we keep learning. It's been amazing the past year how much we've learned, and now we're learning more about COVID and diabetes.
Yeah, so we've talked about it before. There's the way the virus behaves, which is important and interesting, and then there's the way humans behave, and then there's the way the virus behaves in the body. So let's do a deep dive on diabetes and what we know with COVID-19. So remember, first of all, type 1 diabetes, you're not making enough insulin. Type 2, you're making insulin. It doesn't work as well. Theories that the virus may attack the insulin-producing cells that are located in the pancreas. Another theory is that the virus we know causes massive inflammation. That can in turn increase insulin resistance. Also, people who are treated for COVID-19 with steroids, that can affect blood sugar. That's well known. And then there are some patients who may have had undiagnosed diabetes before COVID, and then they recover and they find now they're dealing with diabetes. So all of these things on the table in terms of the pathophysiology in COVID.
All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you. We are going to, of course, check in with you plenty throughout this. Welcome back to GMA3, Dr. Ashton. We have been talking a lot about food the past couple of weeks. You're
and
recommending documentaries.
Inspired me, right? You inspired me. One of the things I love most about being a doctor is that you're learning every day. And sometimes we learn from our patients, sometimes we learn from our friends. But you inspired me to try this plant-based approach to eating, which I did. I'm about 3 weeks in. But just yesterday, the American Heart Association released a huge study in their journal. They followed over 100,000 postmenopausal women for about 18 years. They then took food surveys, and they found that the women who ate largely plant-based diet, that's where they got their protein from. So they were eating beans, soy, legumes. They were avoiding eggs, dairy, poultry, and red meat. They had what we call a lower all-cause mortality, meaning death from all reasons, lower associated risk of heart disease, and lower associated risk of dementia.
Doc.
So now, here's the thing that I think is really interesting. When people hear plant-based, it can be a little intimidating and a little off-putting. Even 1 day, 2 days, if you make these substitutions, there can be big payoffs in terms of your health. And I'm telling you, with my own experiment, I'm 3 weeks in, my cholesterol, LDL cholesterol dropped from 111 to 85.
What?
I lost 2% body fat. My weight stayed the same. Nothing else changed. Yeah, I owe it all to you, TJ.
So I'm your doctor, is what we're saying.
That is correct. See?
Look, again,
we help each other.
You start studying and you're learning and you take, and again, I'm a guy from the South. I grew up eating all that stuff off the grill.
I would have a hard time passing up barbecue. I'm just saying.
I was raised on that stuff, and now to see the benefits, and you have proven, proven it right here.
You inspired me.
This is
Try it
great.
at home.
All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you. Stay with us, folks. Be right back. At a small percentage, and the mannequins there through March 1st. Make things a little more festive.
I might make an exception for that. And I didn't know that there was a statue of Strahan in there.
You know what?
Why does he keep that close to the vest?
People don't know this, but Stray, it's kind of a big deal. I mean, he tries to keep it. He's kind of a big deal. All right. We have questions, your questions, and she has the answer. So let's start with the first one here. Doc, shall we? Should I avoid seeing people who have not been vaccinated? Are they a risk to me even if I have the vaccine?
Let's jump in on the second part of that question first. Are they a risk to you even if you've been vaccinated? Very, very, very low risk, but we can't say zero, right? Certainly, 2 of the circulating vaccines, 94, 95% effective. That's not 100, okay? And then there are new variants coming around. So we can't say that the risk, even after you've been vaccinated, is zero. It also depends, the first part of the question, on who you are. Are you at extremely high risk for COVID-19 if that low chance were to happen? So this is where you can't say one size fits all. You really have to individualize it.
All right, question 2 here. How can you tell the difference between pandemic fatigue or actual depression?
Really important question. First of all, pandemic fatigue and mood disturbance in general, pretty much ubiquitous, TJ. If you think you have not been affected psychologically by this pandemic, I encourage you to reconsider. We have all lost things, people, and we're grieving that, and it can contribute to anxiety and depression. Every single patient I see is complaining of this. If it is affecting your day-to-day life, if you are feeling hopeless and helpless, and you really feel that you are at risk of self-harm, get professional help immediately. Otherwise, try to focus on the little things. You know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So, you know, just put one foot in front of the other, do something right now that's under your control that can make you feel better. It's hard. It's very hard.
I actually read a quote today, say if you can't be thankful for what you have, at least be thankful for what you escaped. Be thankful for what you've made it through. Just a matter of gratitude right now. I've read books that say that really we should have a sense of gratitude even for what we don't have, which is a complete different level of enlightenment. That's Ms. Amy Robach. Right. Well, you can continue to submit your questions to Dr. Ashton on her Instagram at Dr. J. Ashton. Welcome back to GMA3, and our next guest plays Maggie Greene. You know that name from AMC's smash hit The Walking Dead. It's become one of the most watched drama series in TV history, and fans can get excited. The show is returning with 6 new episodes this Sunday on AMC. Take a look. Final thoughts. What you got?
Inspired by an article I read in Psychology Today. Research done a lot of places, but most recently at Harvard Medical School, looking at personality traits. There are apparently 5 of them, and they're trying to correlate whether one may be more associated with longevity in life. And guess what they found, TJ? And I think this is going to be good news for you, because this has your name all over it. Conscientiousness.
Okay.
I actually studied men in college and then followed them for over 40 years and found that the most conscientious people, and this has also been replicated in women, by the way, had more longevity, tend to be better for their health practices, maybe even related to their immune system. And if you are not the most conscientious with a capital C, I don't know who is.
Oh, so if I'm here in the conscientiousness, here with the sleep, maybe balances out a little bit.
Well, we're going to work on the sleep.
All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you so much. And folks, that's what you need to know for this week. We're going to see you back here on Monday. Robach will be back with us, but join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And so for all of us here, including Dr. Ashton, it's been a pleasure with you this week, as always. Everybody, have yourself a good weekend. Take care. Be safe.